Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to end the video. This is another paid request, this time for Edward. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, topics, reactions, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for South Park Season 7, Episodes 10 and 11. Now, Episode 10... wasn't too bad. I like the little references to Red Dawn, because I'm a fan of Red Dawn. And hell, this is better than the remake of Red Dawn. There's a memorial service, and the whole gist of the plot is old people are accidentally running over folks in the street. Cartman says a line from Aliens, the Newt line mostly. Cartman references that. That's cool, because big fan of Aliens. It was pretty funny with House of the Old People. Like, there's a guy on a boat, and the way it happens, kind of like a scene from Jaws. And it's almost like they're trying to do music like Jaws, but not enough so that they don't get sued for it. And just like, how's the car going to get on the boat? And then finds a way to do it. And so the town feels we should take away their license. The ability to drive, take them away. And the old people don't like that, so they have a meeting. And when they're getting out, Stan's dad is like trying to warn everybody, get out! There's going to be old people in the street. Like, ah! Yeah, everybody's screaming. And there's some fun editing. There's a bit with Stan's dad going towards the kids in the distance, because the kids are playing street hockey. And keeps coming back as he keeps screaming, and then Carmen's like, oh, I think your dad's on the booze again. The way it comes back and forth, just how ridiculous the situation is as it's playing up this tension. Yeah, it's a fun little bit of business. Ultimately, they do get their driver's license taken away. In fact, Stan's grandfather gets put in jail after a thing or two. The AARP for retired people come in, and they parachute down in the town like Red Dawn. And there's even the bit in Red Dawn where there's a camp. And remember Red Dawn when Harry Dean Stan's like, avenge me! Stan's dad does that to the kids. And even they cut to a camp, and Cartman has his face painted as if he was C. Thomas Howell in Red Dawn. But that's pretty much where the Red Dawn references stop. And pretty much you get the idea, well, they really like this place called Country Kitchen Buffet. Just lock it, and that's the place they want, and the old people can't get in, and they start starving. Oh, I need to get in, I can't get in. And they start starving, and then it's pretty much over. And I get the message. I mean, they pretty much lay out what the message is at the end of it, in case, I guess, people are too dumb, too stupid to understand, or just because it's like, yes, I understand, like, being careful of old people, but there's a right and a wrong way to do it. I understand you doing it, but the way you're doing it could be the wrong way. I think even the old guy going, yeah, I respect, maybe we do have to have, like, tests and stuff to make sure we are capable of driving. Although, to be honest, for the most part, I'm like, the old guys are the bad guys. Like, I don't know if that was I didn't feel any sympathy when they were getting their license taken away. I'm thinking, people are dying. At the beginning of the film, beginning of the episode, they talk about how all these people died. And you old folks don't care, you just want to care about your fucking license? Good. Fuck your license. Take your car away, too. And take your money away, if that's the case. All these people are dying because of you. I don't have sympathy for you and your cause. Fuck your cause. So I don't know. Because of that, the message at the end wasn't that strong to me. I'm like, no, you actually made a good point that maybe the previous idea was the better idea. Because I don't think them take away the license was actually the wrong idea in this universe. With this stuff happening, I'm like, you know what? I don't see anything that the younger, Stan's dad did was wrong. And Stan gets mad at his dad. This is your fault too. I'm like, how? They did everything. I just, other than Stan's dad doing this thing where he tossed to the grandpa like he was a little kid. But I think that's kind of small potatoes compared to murdering a bunch of people or accidentally killing a bunch of people. I think that message gets a bit lost in that factor. So yeah, there were some fun bits. In the Red Dawn aliens reference was cool, but I think the message was a bit lost, at least to me, by the end of it. I'm like, if you're making the case to help the old people, I think he did quite the fucking opposite. That's at least me. I would say I liked episode 11 a lot more because pretty much what happens is you have the four boars. Kyle says, I have news, and Cartman goes, you have AIDS? And they really up the ante of Cartman just hating Kyle. Hate him because he's Jewish and all this other stuff. So Kyle has a birthday party coming up, and he's going to invite 3 others to go to Casa Bonito, this restaurant that has all this other luxuries around, dancing, puppet show, all this jazz. But Kyle's like, I'm not going to invite you, Cartman. And Cartman said, what? Yeah, you hate me and you keep calling me names. I don't invite Butters. So Cartman's like, oh, well, kiss my balls, asshole. So he leaves. Then he comes back and he apologizes. Listen, I'm sorry. We had a fight. I regret what I say. You regret what you say. Even though Kyle didn't say anything. So then Kyle says, well, no, I'm not going to invite you. And then Cartman curses him out again and leaves. I thought this was a strong, fun episode for Cartman. He's very funny in the film. He makes Butters believe that the meteor's coming, and he does it by making him look through a telescope. He has just this little dinky thing to show on him. Is it getting closer? Okay, is it getting closer? And he puts a little bit closer. Oh, yeah, it is getting closer. I like the Butters character a lot. I like how naive and sweet he is. I think that's a lot of revenue you can cash in for comedy. And Butters has become my favorite character on the show. Each time he has a bit more to do on an episode makes me glad to see. I'm glad he wasn't a character that was just thrown away or forgotten. And he's become a great asset to the show. He's a big part of the reason what makes this episode work. So he makes Butters believe there's going to be a meteor strike and puts him into this bomb shelter. Thinks it's only going to be for a day. But then, of course, the parents are worried, which is weird because the parents didn't give a shit about Butters before. Sometimes it seems like they didn't, but now they care. And then they don't not go because they're worried of trying to find Butters, so Cartman's pissed that it's been pushed back a week. So then he tells Butters to wait there for a week. And each time he comes in, he makes himself look bloody, and he makes him do this whole acting gig, like, it's a mutant wasteland, and Campbell tried to bite me. No, Campbell did bite me, and you just survive. Just survive. And then when they start looking at bomb shelters, he puts Butters in a fridge. He's like, I've been bit by Campbell, and how do I be turned? And the sweet, simple innocence, like, the best part of the episode is you gotta come out, but I don't want you to see anything, and this will protect you. It just puts a cardboard box, as simple as that, on Butters' face. And just the simplicity of just have him move along, and everything's fine in this empty place, or empty space, and the town in the background's fine, but Cartman just making all this stuff up, and Butters believes it because he's too naive and too nice. And then, oh, I'm getting attacked, and he breaks a branch. Look at the bones. You hear that? And just how earnest and how sincere Butters' worry is, that brings a bit more just makes it that much more funny to me. Just makes it funnier. And it even shows how shitty and evil Cartman is. And I even like the ending where Cartman finally gets to go. Butters finds out what's going on because he got out and he was in the junkyard, but he thought that was what was remains of civilization. And there's the woman that owns it. And then Butters, again, is naive, pulls down his pants. Alright, I guess we're ready to repopulate. I'm ready when you are. Son, what are you doing, kid? She didn't say this, but it's like, you pull up your pants. What are you doing? The town is fine over there. In fact, people are looking for you. And Butters like, oh, okay. And pulls up his pants like, do you have a phone, ma'am? So calls, and Cartman realizes he's going to be up shit creek. So he runs into Casa Bonita and rushes through all the stuff he imagined. Tasting the food, the little waterfall, puppet show, going through the caves. Enjoyed it all, and even the cops like, was it worth it? And Cartman goes, totally. And then the episode ends. It was a fun, like, fast-paced ending. I feel like I've seen that in a movie before. If it is, I can't remember what the reference is, but I swear I've seen that before where a guy, someone's rushing through everything, and someone does ask, was it worth it? And the person goes, totally. Maybe not, but I don't know why. For some reason, I swear I've seen a movie that had that type of thing in it, but I can't remember it. But that was an enjoyable episode. It was a good showing of Butters and Cartman. Like I said, I like the way the ending played out. I like the usage of Butters. And a very fun episode. Very entertaining. I would definitely say that's one of the better episodes of Season 7. Animation-wise, it's still consistent for what kind of show it is. Same with the music. I didn't notice any much difference in music. I guess Casa Bonita, they played the typical that type of music. Other than that, yeah. Episode 10 I didn't hate. There was some fun stuff. Episode 11 I liked more. And it was fun. It was entertaining at the very least. So, nothing really did that bad about. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care, guys. Thanks once again goes out to Edward for his generosity. Thank you. Take care. We will see you guys later. Bye-bye.